Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph Haroney. I'm a current P4, and I'm delighted to speak with you today about some things I know about pharmacy policy and advocacy. Uh, I'll preface that by saying I don't consider myself um, a, an authority on the matter, and I'm humbled to be asked by APhA to share a little bit about my experience. So let me dive in here. I'll first start by saying a little bit of background about who I am and how I've come to be where I am today. I was not known to be involved in pharmacy policy before pharmacy school, right? It's just something I found as a P1, as a P2, etc. I started being involved in the Student Michigan Pharmacist Association towards the end of my P1 year. And by my P3 year, I was elected by my peers to be the president of SMPA at the college. We worked really hard to generate excitement for advocacy at the statewide level, and I hope we did so. And then this year as a P4, I have been elected to the statewide Michigan Pharmacist Association Executive Board, where we are responsible for running NPA. And it's been a pleasure, and I'm learning so much. I'd like to share with you three things today that I think are universally applicable for student pharmacists and for all practicing people in pharmacy and healthcare for that matter, about how to get involved and how to create change in our healthcare system. The first one, easy to do, be informed. Read the news. It's something that I do. I'm a prolific reader of the news, and by no means do you have to do that. But as a student pharmacist, you are going to be viewed as someone who is considered an authority on pharmacy, of course, even if you're a P1. But not just pharmacy, healthcare, insurance. Should the government do this with healthcare policy or insurance? Should they do that with healthcare policy and insurance? You might not know. I don't know, frankly, but you're going to be asked. And so, in, to build that confidence, just start reading a little bit about what's going on. You don't have to know it at all, and you don't have to feel confident about everything, but a little bit of confidence is going to go a long way. So read the news, be informed, have conversations about what's going on in pharmacy. Number two, know that from a large part, the federal government dictates the big nuts and bolts of pharmacy policy and the ways in which pharmacy is practiced. But all the nuances, all those little things, the little details are largely controlled and left up to the states. And so know that advocacy at the state-based level has an enormous potential to really make huge change. We see that here at SMPA, and I encourage you to reach out to your state representative and your state legislator. And let me be clear, I don't care if you're not from Michigan. If you're from Michigan, great. If you're from Maryland, great. If you're from California, better. Your state legislators want to know you. They want to hear from you because it's your vote that puts them in office or takes them out of office. I met my state representative when she walked up my driveway. And since then, we've been able to form a really amicable relationship where I talk to her about pharmacy, right? And she listens. She has to weigh the needs of all of her constituents, but it's been a great relationship to have. And those relationships are really what drives pharmacy policy forward in our state. They say you, as the expert, again, going back to my first point, doesn't mean you have to be the expert. And fostering those relationships are really how we move things forward in our states to make sweeping changes to pharmacy practice. Number three, and I'll keep it short here, is I'm going to repeat a very common saying by Larry Wagenacht, who's the current CEO of the Michigan Pharmacists Association. He loves to say, if pharmacists are not at the table, we are on the menu. And what that means is as a group, as an entity, and on an individual basis, if pharmacists don't take an active role in advocating for our careers and also for our patients' interests, other groups that do advocate, groups like nursing, medicine, pharma, insurance, PBMs, or pharmacy benefit managers, you can bet that they will continue to advocate and they will continue to be at the table. If we let our apathy take us away from the table, our interests won't be taken and won't be viewed when decisions are being made. There is no option for apathy. There is no option for inaction. Even if that means being informed, taking those first steps so that when someone asks you a question, you can answer appropriately. It's a very exciting time to advocate for pharmacy policy with coronavirus on top of a normally changing policy landscape. Again, thank you for your time today. Those are the three main things I wanted to say. There are so many others, but know that there's no best time to jump in here. Just do something. Just read something and talk to someone about pharmacy. Thank you again. Please reach out to me if you have any questions, and thank you again to APhA. And most importantly, stay healthy and stay safe. Thank you, everyone.